Yeah, U3, live from the underground.
Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune in to U3 Underground, Unsigned, and Unknown. And we have a special guest tonight, 3D rapper, beat maker, producer, whatever you want to call him overall. He kills it in the game.
Yeah.
What it do?
Coolin'. Just did a interview for my new podcast that I got coming out that y'all be seeing soon. It's called Fade. Fuck all that exclusives. You know what I'm saying? So we got an interview coming up with Bubba Bandman. We got one with T Grady, Chop, and we just did an episode today with Lil Aubrey. So it's pretty dope.
Nice. Okay, I see you working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
How'd you get that name 3D? How'd that come about?
Actually from a basketball player, because before music I wanted to play basketball, and Dennis Scott shot threes. I was too skinny to really come in the paint and, you know what I'm saying, put that work in. So I used to shoot threes all the time. So I kind of ran with that name. But when I started rapping, I had to figure out a way for it to start making sense. So I put something together like the words that people literally say, you can't see them, but everything that I say is relatable and you can see it. So it'll put a three-dimensional figure in your head so you can see what I'm saying. Because if it ain't 3D, it ain't real.
Yeah.
And so I used to really just go by three-dimensional, but I ain't feel like saying all that all the time. So just left it at 3D.
Okay. So you started rapping first and then doing beats?
Way, like a lot of people that know me just think that I'm a producer, and it's gonna be funny because I'm working on this album. Don't even have a title for it yet, but I'm working on this album, and there's a lot of people that knew, like in high school, that's what I was known for, freestyling and all that stuff, but I used to write also. So, and by me being an Army brat, you know what I'm saying, I moved around, so I didn't really get to just only listen to one type of music. I listened to a lot of different shit. And I started writing raps when I was like 10 or 11. Before that, I was writing poems and haikus and all that stuff in school. I even had some stuff in the highlight magazines back in the day. We won like a little contest.
Yeah.
Once I started, but when I moved from San Antonio to Granite City, Illinois, which is right outside of St. Louis, Missouri, that's when I started making beats. You know what I'm saying? And once I started, it's been a rap.
Is there one thing that you like more? Rapping, beat making? You like them the same?
I like making beats because I get paid for it. I'm gonna be honest.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I take care of my family with my music, and I've been, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing for a while. And it's also a good networking tool for me because I just like to hear good music. And not everybody sounds good on my beats. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't like a lot of people that rap on my beats, but there are some dope artists and singers and poets that be on my beats from Africa all the way to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this like production for 20 years now. So
is there a certain style or genre of music that you gravitate to more when you're making beats?
trap, because it sells more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I can pretty much make anything I put my mind to, but a lot of people like trap stuff. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's not my forte when it comes to rapping, but I could rap on on damn near every beat that I could make. But I'm more of a lyricist myself when it comes to rapping, so the beat selections that I like are more like a Rick Ross type of vibe, Justice League, stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, there was this list going around. They had one for the artists and they had one for beat makers. And of course, you made the list. What was your thoughts on that list that people were surfacing around?
I'm always appreciative if I'm on any list, but I know so many producers and so many artists that just aren't popular, but talented and have skills that unless you are, and then I also feel like those lists they consist of who you know. Do
Yeah.
you ever step outside of your comfort zone and go listen to people that you don't really listen to on a daily basis? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of biasness. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of, I'm gonna speak for black people because I can't speak for no other race, but I'm around a lot of black people, so I know around what they do. You're not gonna necessarily always go listen to the Hispanic artists, and I think that's a big problem. I feel like if we are in a dominated city full of Mexicans, we should embrace that because we have that upper hand. They're our brothers too and our sisters.
Yeah.
So we just gotta, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never really tripping about no list. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no list getting nobody paid, being honest. You know what I'm saying? If it was a platform where it would actually matter, then I think then that could be a reason why people can get emotional about it or have their pennies in a bunch. But it's all opinions. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, but I always respect, like, if my name's not on the list, it's cool. I still pay my bills off of production, so I ain't tripping.
I feel you. I like that. That's true. Your lists do not mean anything, but that is good that you make the list. So that means you're being recognized and people are seeing your work and what you do. Um, Now I know that beat makers and the relationship between a beat maker, producer, and an artist sometimes can be kind of I wouldn't say weird, but be a little kind of like strenuous. I guess I want to say strenuous. I don't know the words to say because how artists sometimes don't want to pay the beat maker. They want to get the free beats. They want to use the YouTube beats, or they always want to say, "Oh, it's for a mixtape. I shouldn't have to pay for it." So, how do you build that relationship with artists and bridge that gap?
Well, I done been doing this for 20 years, so I done seen it all. There ain't one type of rapper that or singer that I ain't came across. Everybody's got the recipe to make you rich, and they ain't done it. I'm not that nigga. So you can miss if you want to come to me talking about some freebie shit. I'm not that nigga. Please don't do that. Cause I have no problem telling you, nah, bro, I sell my shit. Nah,
Yeah.
you might want to go to YouTube, but nah, that ain't me. But that also to me dictates how some artists respect themselves. Why would you want something that you don't own? We always praise people that own their masters, but you don't want to own your damn beats. We all supported Nipsey Hussle when he was doing his thing, owning the masters and talking about it.
Yeah.
But you won't even buy a beat. I definitely can't respect it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it. You got every pair of Jordans that come out. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? You stay high. You stay with the bottles. You're going to keep yourself fresh. But if you want to take this and make this your career, you got to invest in yourself, and buying beats is a part of that. Or learn how to fucking make beats.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? There's some rare cases where people have went online, like Trinidad James just got the All Gold Everything beat offline. The Panda beat was something that he got offline. You know what I'm saying? So those are rare occurrences where you could pop off of somebody else's beat. But and even then, you want to avoid the legal trouble because if a producer says, "Okay, I'm gonna let him blow up, but he don't own the beats," now I can sue your ass. You're looking crazy.
Exactly.
So, and I'll be quick to educate somebody and tell them, bro, my prices is very fair, very fair. So I feel like that excels me as a producer. I'm not saying I'm the best. Excuse me. I just know I'm the best at being myself. You know what I'm saying? And when people want 3D sound, whatever that is, they gotta come to me to get it.
Since you are an artist and a beat maker producer, so you get to see the front scene of the music scene and the behind the scene of the music scene. What are your thoughts on the underground music scene in San Antonio as a whole?
We're a fucking gold mine. We're a fucking gold mine. And the people with money here in the city, they ain't thinking about it. They'd rather spend their money elsewhere. So I feel like one or two things could happen. We could either go out of town and get love, and then the DJs here, because I blame the DJs here. Not you. I'm talking about the program directors here. Yes, I'm speaking for a lot of people. Y'all got a responsibility to break an artist Because if an artist from San Antonio has to go out of town to get his music played, and then he gets a following, he's not gonna want to take you on tour with him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's how Lil Uzi was signed to DJ Drama. They both from Philly. It made sense. You feel what I'm saying? DJs, y'all have a lot of power. Y'all play the music. We make the music, but y'all gotta have your ear to these streets. Y'all gotta know what's popping. And I don't feel like these DJs are taking risks. But I also feel like artists, they're not taking risks either. A lot of artists they want to sound like something that's already out. And I know DJs get turned off by that too. Everything sounds like one long ass song. But I can name 20 artists in San Antonio that don't sound nothing alike. And they all fire. It's so much. There's so many dope artists here that don't even rap on my beats, that are just dope. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's poets here that's dope, man. There's so much stuff here in San Antonio that so many talented artists, man. And I feel like if they got their business together and then they started getting money off of their craft, because there's a lot of people right now that don't own their name. They're gonna find out the hard way, but they don't own their name. They don't own their masters. And there's all these examples right here in front of your face. You watch all these cases about these major stars, and we can nip this shit in the bud before we even get into the majors.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I see that. I see you dropping jewels on people, letting them know what the deal is and all that. What do you think that the relationship between DJs and artists are kind of like kind of like you said, like, you know, it's not there. I know a lot of artists who don't send their music to DJs, and then it's like,
well,
they want the support.
first of all, the DJs can't. Like, shout out to my brother DJ 750. He tells me this shit all the time. You know what? Artists don't have edited versions of their music no more.
True, they don't. It's hard to get.
They don't.
A lot of artists I ask for edit version, they're like, I'm a thug, I don't do that stuff.
Listen, you need an edited version of your song. You need an acapella of your song.
Yeah.
You need an instrumental to your song.
Yes.
And send that to the DJs in a package.
DJ package.
So whenever they do want to play it, if they playing one song, but they want to bring it in smoothly with the next, line that BPM up. They got your acapella, mix it in, and boom. But a lot of the artists don't have that education. They don't even think that far ahead. And it's something that small that a DJ would need. So there is a disconnect because not every DJ is preaching that. But at the same time, that's on the DJs. Y'all got to educate them just as well as the artists got to educate them. Everybody think, and a lot of the artists here that do make dope music, everything is not for everybody. Just because you got dope music for you and your homeboys don't mean it's going to be on the radio.
And not every song is a club song too. A lot of artists don't know that either.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand there is a formula that the radio runs with. So if you don't like what the radio is, then don't make that type of music and don't listen to it. But there is a formula for the radio. There's a formula for the club. But then there's also a formula for people that just want to spit that pain music, or people that just want to talk that real street shit, or people that want to talk about females and do lady songs. There's a formula to it all. You just got to find your groove and your niche and stay in pocket with that. And then know the key thing with these DJs. The worst thing a DJ could do is go to, okay, I'm just using this for an example. A hip hop DJ go to a Tejano club or a bar and play all trap shit. It ain't gonna work. You need to know your audience and cater to your audience.
Exactly.
And that goes all across the board. So I feel like I understand my audience when somebody come in the room, first thing I ask them, they say they need beats. I don't want to just send you anything. I made 70 beats. Let me know what type of beats you want so then I can send you the right package. I don't want to just send you any old thing.
I feel you. That's good though, that you ask people that so you can get their feel and what beat to send them to. Because, you know, a lot of people don't do that. So, beat makers, a lot of beat makers don't cater to their audience or who they're trying to market to or who they're trying to sell a beat to. They just send out beats. Like I see those ads all the time. Get 10 free beats. Get 20 free beats. I'm like, these are the same beats that you just sent to everybody.
And you know what? I used to do that. And I'm not knocking people. I used to do that. I used to lease beats, but I don't lease beats anymore. Because I feel like every artist should own their beats. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You want the beat, save your money, get the beat. Own it. If you want them J's that cost $250, you're going to spend that money and get it.
Yeah.
If you want that beat, save your money and get it.
You worked with so many artists in the city, out the city, in different states. Is there any artists that you haven't worked with that you want to work with? That you got your eye out on?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I do. I want to work with like some of these artists have rapped on my beats before, but I ain't just sat down with them. I want to work with AJ Hearns. I want to work with Sosa. I want to work with Kali. I want to work with Lavola. I want to work with Big Roddy. I want to work with Lil Sin. I want to work with a lot more Hispanic artists, male and female. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to work with anybody. You know what I'm saying? But those are some of the names that I would, just for my comfort zone, not even charge them. These are things that I've longed for. You know what I'm saying? But I've worked with so many artists here in the city that, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me not to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've worked with a lot of people.
I know that a lot of the artists that you mentioned are considered the OGs in San Antonio, OGs in the music. Why do you feel like the OGs do not mentor some of the younger cats that are coming into the game? 'Cause I know a lot of younger cats are like, oh yeah, I don't get to talk to none of the OGs. They don't mentor me when they see me. They don't want to speak to us. It's like a disconnect.
I think it's bigger than the music. I think it's a generational thing. Like when I was younger, the OGs were OGs for a reason.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be like the OGs. We looked up to them because they was doing boss shit. You feel what I'm saying? And the OGs was actually kicking us knowledge. Then when it was our turn, like I'm 35. When it was our turn, our generation, we start stunting. We started getting real flashy. And now the young niggas, they making money too. They feel like, shit, can't nobody tell me shit.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about no other. They're not worried about getting information from other than the people that they respect already. And 9 times out of 10, it don't be nobody older. It be niggas they age. When we used to look up and admire people. And we started that trend. We the shit. And they took it and ran with it. So when it come down to the music, it's just like, it wasn't that many kid rappers when we was coming up. Now it's a lot of teenagers and people in they like between 18 to like 23 that are millionaires and balling. That's they idols.
Yeah.
And I respect it because they looking at it like, shit, if I'm 22 and I see NBA YoungBoy, he same age as me, nigga, shit, I can do what he do. I don't need to listen to these old niggas.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I think. And so when it comes down to San Antonio artists, it's just like the OGs, they don't even be in the same room. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like going to the club no more. I feel old. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tripping. Like, what am I doing in here? This music is too loud. I'm ready to go home. If I ain't there judging the event or you know what I'm saying, watching somebody actually perform, I don't really want to just be in there just for the festives. Like, I'm not no kid no more. But then I got to look at it. How am I understand the culture if I ain't listening to them? So I had to check myself and start putting myself in these atmospheres and be like, okay, this is what these young niggas is vibing to. And that's why I could relate, because I talk to them. So I feel like that's just what we got to do more of. It's on us, our generation, not the youngsters. We got to step up and get in these rooms with them and talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like San Antonio has a sound?
No.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or
I think it's a great thing. We don't need a sound.
Okay.
Because then we'll be put in a box. We'll be put in a box. We don't need to be put in a box. Sosa don't sound like Flu. Flu don't sound like Cheddar. Cheddar don't sound like Tiny Toon. Tiny Toon don't sound like Lil Yoda. Lil Yoda don't sound like Worldwide. Worldwide don't sound like Cadillac Music.
Yeah.
Cadillac Music doesn't sound like Vision. Doesn't sound like Curtis Garcia. You feel what I'm saying? Don't sound like T. Grady. Don't sound like Lil Aubrey. None of these people that I named sound alike. But they all cold. They all fire. So we don't need to be in no box. And that's what makes the music so fun here. That's why I say we got gold here. And whoever's that one that's bold enough to come over here and look and realize that we got this shit, they gonna be very good. And unfortunately, we lost two kings. Some you know, R.I.P. to them both. You know what I'm saying? And they was dope. I had people calling me from out of town. You know what I'm saying? I lived half my life in East St. Louis. People calling me like, yo, who this MG Vaughn dude? Who, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, dude fire, he got some heat. We can't, I don't know the situations, nor do I want to get in the middle of that, but we got to do better though. You know what I'm saying? Because
for for the music scene and the violence to stop, because like you said, those two, and then there's incidents where other artists have just been shot at, and then sometimes the media want to say it's the hip hop scene, and sometimes media say it's just the club scene. Like, how do we?
Man, it's the culture. It's the culture. We grew up watching Scarface. We love violence.
Yeah.
Millionaire said it best. Controversy sells in one line. So, who's more entertaining, Ludacris or 50 Cent? 50 Cent was very, very fucking controversial.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's the reason why motherfuckers watch Tekashi 6ix9ine. We ain't watching his videos and shit like that because we like his music. His music might even be dope. We just trying to see every show because we know eventually somebody gonna bust his motherfucking head. And we just watching the ride. That's it. That's it. I ain't talking about the little kids that like him because he does that type of music. I'm talking about us as grown ass motherfuckers with kids. Every time 6ix9ine get on live, we watching this shit. So like I say, controversy sells, so it just comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
a lot of people that do music, you gotta understand. Us as fans, when we listen to this music, we gotta be real and understand. A lot of these people ain't lying. These niggas is real. There's some niggas out here lying, big captain, and I hear them.
Yeah,
I know some niggas right now that talk about they got bricks and everything on my beats. Nigga, I know you ain't like that. But that's on you. You gonna have to deal with that. But there's a lot of other people I know that's really like that. That was not a prop gun in that video. That money that he had, that was not fake. So the shit that, you know what I'm saying? If we like that real shit, then we gotta know what gotta come with it. And we gotta deal with the consequences all across the board. I'm not one of those type of rappers, but I respect it. Like some of my favorite rappers, they talk about that street shit. But I also know what come with it. So I can't be surprised. That'd be the only thing. People be surprised. Like people got Mario Lives or something.
Yeah.
Street music, like people that are real street niggas, real street shit happens.
True.
So we can't be surprised.
I agree with that. Yeah. Controversy do sells, but hopefully we can like end this violence soon, so we can have more artists alive instead of dead. You know.
Oh yeah. Make music for the women. Ain't no female shooting at each other.
Exactly. Make more music for the women. I like that. More music for us. Now you said you're working on an album. Any features we need to look out for that you have on your album?
Yes.
You gonna keep it a
Yes.
secret? You gonna let us know?
No. I'm gonna drop a few. I got my brother Curse Garcia, him and my bro PC. We got a track we doing called Land of San Antonio. That's crazy.
I like PC.
I think
He got talent.
yeah, man, that's my brother, man, and I got them on there. I got a track with my brother T Grady. He's an up and coming artist, man, but the dude's fire. You know what I'm saying? I got features with Cheddar and Lil Aubrey actually on the same track. It's crazy. I got a feature with Nelly Nail.
Okay. I like him.
That shit's crazy.
I like all those artists.
That shit is I don't want to name them all because I do want to surprise y'all, but man, I think y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? I got some stuff for the ladies. I'm a lyrical nigga. I like battle rap. I watch that shit all day. I'm a punchline lyrical dude, but I still got some club bangers. I got a record called Sleeping on Me with my OG Pochak. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. And I didn't make all the beats either. Yeah, I used to battle niggas all the time when I was here.
Oh, okay. Why'd you stop? Is it because of battle scene?
I started making money selling beats. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I took a back seat to rapping in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I actually got a 2-on-2 battle. Once this COVID clears up, man, I got a 2-on-2. Me and my brother Mad Max, me and him, we're gonna battle. Nelly Nell and Warner.
Nelly Nell and who?
Warner.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we didn't already did face offs. We got to record it. All that shit coming. We got some shit for man. 3D been working. Man.
If somebody calls you out, would you take it?
I mean, at this point, what you talking about as far as battle rapping?
Yeah, or beat making. It was like a beat battle.
I mean, I'm not really worried about the battle rapping part of it. I just want to do it just for the fun, just to let niggas know that I can do it. Like I'm not really worried about that because, like I said, not
beat
too many
battles a lot, and
know.
then they stopped that, right? They used to do beat battles back.
Yeah. I've won beat battles and all of that. But now I would definitely be way more prone to do a beat battle because I take my rapping way more serious. Like I don't even freestyle no more like I used to. But it take me 5 minutes to write a song. So I'm way more worried about let's make a hit record. Because us freestyle battling each other, it ain't gonna put that much money in our pocket.
Yeah. What advice do you have for anybody who wants to, any young kid that want to get into the music industry, be a beat maker, or anything with music?
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in whatever you want. If you want to be a painter, go to YouTube and look up how to be a painter. So if you want to be a producer, look it up. Or ask some of the producers in your local city if they give you their time. I'm an open book. I give everybody my time. You know what I'm saying? I be talking 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning about music to people all over the United States. You know what I'm saying? Some people I've never met in person, but I just love having hip hop dialogue and talking about all types of music. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like when I first started making beats, there was no YouTube, there was no tutorials. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn on my own, but take advantage of this shit. There's so many tutorials. I watch tutorials on producers I think I'm better than, but not even gonna say better than, I just say more versed. But I still try to learn as much as I can. You feel what I'm saying? And that, yeah, just go on YouTube, type in, like, how do you get your 808s to hit a certain way? How do you get your hi-hats to do this? How do you make a reggaeton beat? How do you make a classical beat? How do you make an R&B beat, a neo soul beat? Step out the box. You know what I'm saying? If you want to rap, do the same thing.
I agree. YouTube is the best place. I use YouTube every day. I love it. So it's the best place to learn something, whatever you're trying to learn. Now, do you have a label too, or do you manage any artists?
I am not managing any artists.
Would you
I
want
do
to
not
manage
want that headache.
artists?
No, I never tried. I've been producing for artists. I've had artists that I produced for. I actually want to send a shout out to my sisters, man, T and Gunna. They are a group from East St. Louis, a female rap group they call Unladylike. And they actually helped me become who I am as a producer. They were the first ones that really believed in me as a producer. And I started making beats for them, and we traveled from East St. Louis to Chicago, then from Chicago to New York for a talent competition. They ended up winning, and we all ended up moving to New York. We were grinding, and they ended up signing to an independent record label that was Voices Music Group. And our manager at the time, her name was Cedar Lewis. Well, matter of fact, you remember that show, Cedar's World on BET?
Yeah.
That was my manager's show. So she was already tied in, and her pops was a big dog in the game, RIP to Butch Lewis. And he basically set up a meeting with Def Jam, and they ended up signing my group. So we had a joint venture with Def Jam. So I was producing for the first female rap group to ever sign with Def Jam.
Nice. Congrats on that. Congrats on that. That's dope.
So that right there kind of propelled me to get where I'm at today when it comes to production, because I got into a very, very real situation, and I really learned the game. So to fast forward it, and this happened in 2008. So in 2020, it's just, man, I know a lot now, and I'm still learning. But
do you have a release date for your album?
No, I don't have a release date. And the reason why I don't have a release date is because my friends in this music game, all of them are telling me to drop EPs. And I'm saying, no, I work harder than that. I got my own setup. I could record any day. I could record myself, mix my own shit, write my own shit, and make my own beats. And I'm still getting beats from other producers. I'm buying beats from other producers just because I know I want a certain sound. And if you're dope, I want to shop with you. I want to support you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm also supporting me because I'm investing in myself. So my production team, it's called Beatboxers. So if any of y'all hear Beatboxers or something like that, it's because me and my brother, shout out to my boy Drew, we done owned this company since 2003. You know what I'm saying? We took ownership early. You know what I'm saying? We have to pay taxes on this shit every year. So, you know what I'm saying? Beatbox is still my company, got it tatted on my arm. You know what I'm saying? But no, I would not, I don't have the energy to manage somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You can't just, it's not just the music. You got to monitor everything that they do.
Yeah.
You just got to be like, you basically a parole officer of an adult.
Yep. It's a lot of work.
It's a tough job. It's a tough job. I salute to anybody that do that, man, because that shit tough.
I agree. Well, thank you, Mr. 3D, for stopping by U3. It's always a pleasure to have you. I had you in my magazine, my producer's edition, because you are a dope.
Oh, I got it at the house. My wife actually pulled it out today. Was like, you want me to frame it? I'm like, hell yeah.
Well, you are a dope beat maker. You're a dope producer. I bought some beats from you, so you are talented.
You definitely have.
Don't stop. Where can people check out your music and check you out? All your beats, all that. I know you don't have a beat site, but where can they like follow you, your social media, stuff like that?
Just hit me up on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Domain Barnett. That's my government. You know what I'm saying? Or hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. It's @it's your boy 3D. ITSYABOY 3D. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my beats online anymore because people are stealing them. So I'm sending them to your email. You know what I'm saying? Just straight like that. You can get to me. I'm an open book. Anybody got my number, slide it to somebody if they want to handle some proper business. But that's what we on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that supports U3. You already know I'm watching every episode.
Thank you for that support. And I like that. I like that you give me support and you give me feedback, because that's what I'm always looking for, so I can better myself. So I appreciate that. And I'm gonna support anyone that's doing good, especially Black-owned businesses at this time. We need that. But I support anybody that's doing good. So I'm always support you. Just keep making music and don't stop. That's all I ask.
Right on.
It's your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and we are signing out.